This is how you can lose half of the assets in your bank account instantaneously. And no, I am not talking about a divorce. Most people don't understand that when someone passes away, you don't just get the property from that individual if you're married to them. You have to get it through 3 different ways. Number 1 would be intestacy law. In other words, way back in the day, a group of men sat down in a room and they wrote a law and said, when someone passes away, this is how the property will be distributed. Second way is you can override those rules in every state in the United States with a will or a trust. The third is through contract. You can have contractual relationships with a bank or any other institution that when you pass away, this is where this account will go and these proceeds. Many of my clients think, well, I have an account with rights of survivorship, so when my spouse passes away, I am going to inherit that property. Well, in the state of Texas, we have rules about what constitutes a correct rights of survivorship account. 1, it has to be in writing. 2, it has to be signed by the decedent. And 3, it must contain the proper language. The issue that we have right now is today, most rights of survivorship agreements are done electronically, and they are signed electronically. And this is creating a big issue. The bigger issue that we've had recently is the bank's inability to produce these signature cards. Most people assume that the bank is keeping these records, and in a lot of situations, they are not. But here's the big kicker. If you were to be sued, if you're claiming that you have rights of survivorship, you have the burden to prove that. In other words, you have to produce the written document, the signed document, and that it has the proper language. If you do not do this, then the account will pass through the estate of the deceased individual. This is a disaster in a lot of situations. Many of my clients have found out in this instance that they are not going to inherit half of an account that they thought that they were going to inherit because they thought they had beneficiary designations on them. So the next question is, well, how do I avoid this problem? Well, that will be in my next video.